Well, hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I have been doing with my 3 meals a day thing. So this time I'm going to show you one of my go-to staple meals. So this is one that, like, when I know that I'm going to have a busy week ahead, I make this. And it kind of is one of those yummy meals, and it's a 1 point meal. And I try to keep them in the fridge since it lasts for about 3 days. So what it is the simplest thing ever, because if you know me, you know my preference is for simple. And so what it is chicken, grilled chicken. I put some seasoning on it, and broccoli, and then I kind of dress it up a little bit with something that gives a point, and I've used it before. It's that Velveeta cheese. So if you have any interest in that, I know it's so simple. Literally, you could probably just hear the ingredients and go, oh, I should make that. Or that doesn't sound good or whatever. But anyway, so here is, so I've started the broccoli. And don't mind all my treats over there. So I started the broccoli. I just get enough going so that I can do, I do like 3 cups worth. So every meal is like a cup of broccoli, 1 piece of Velveeta cheese on top for 1 point. And then I grill some chicken or bake it or whatever I feel like for the day. Don't mind all my treats. My family and I are going to Panama City Beach, Florida. And we are taking with my best friend from childhood, the one that I was with the other weekend up in northern Minnesota. And we are going to, our friends have a beach house, our friends' parents, which have also become friends of ours. They have a beach house in Panama City Beach, Florida. And yeah, and so we're going to go, they're letting us stay there with my friend, her niece, Mo, and our 2 little kids, Willow and Frankie, my husband and I. So 6 of us are taking off in our Ford Flex to go on a road trip. Now, I think I told you guys I am also in school, and so I am going to be taking one of my final exams in our Ford Flex while my husband and my friend take the kids to like the park or out to eat or something somewhere in a flyover state in the US. So anyway, it'll be quite a thing. But anyway, so I will finish up and show you this meal. Again, it is like my easy staple go-to meal. If I'm hungry in the middle of the night and I don't want to waste points or whatever, this is what I go and reach for. Calorically, because I also I don't always count calories, but when I'm stalled, I get back to basics and I look at calories too. So for me, what I had been doing, I had an off week. I don't want to sugarcoat it to anyone. So if you're struggling with an off week, I hear you. I understand you. I have been there. I'm there right now, or was there. I kickstarted what I was doing and changed it up, and now I'm moving in the right direction again. And so this meal is a big part of that. So I am weighing everything real meticulously like I usually do, but just to be extra careful, eating only like real things that I know are going to fill me up, that I have all these things prepped and on hand. So I had gone, I'll tell you my story just because, if you want, fast forward through it, because it'll probably just be a minute or two. But I had Mother's Day and got kind of off track a little bit. And then I went out of town to be with my best friend. We went to like a pool, like got a hotel room, and I think I've told you, like, my best friend, her niece, and my 5-year-old are best friends. They are 2 weeks apart in age. Mo was born exactly 2 weeks to the day before my daughter. Certainly not planned that way, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, so we went up north so that the girls could play. And of course, like, I did my best to get on track. I fell off track a little bit. Like, I indulged maybe a little too much. And then coming back, I ended up still kind of struggling. And so it happens. But the beauty about Weight Watchers, like, because I went up like 4 pounds. I went up 4 pounds. And then within, I'm sure a lot of it was like water weight, because then within a few days, you know, I went back down so that I was only up 2 pounds. And then from my weigh-in, this is my weigh-in like 2 weeks ago. And so anyway, so now this week, I'm already down below what my weigh-in was 2 weeks ago. So that I'm starting to get back on track. And this meal's a big helper with that. So like last night, couldn't go to sleep. It's like 12:45 in the morning and 1 in the morning almost. And I have to work. I'm a nurse. I have to get up and chart really early in the morning. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. So I'm like, what am I going to have? Normally would have come downstairs. I would have had something, just whatever was easiest to grab, microwave quick and go back to bed. But I had this broccoli and chicken, like just kind of situated in there. And you can mix it up too. Like just make like 1 point meals for yourself for those times. So, I grabbed the broccoli and chicken, was able to put down 1 point, and I did not feel guilty in the least. And I was like, gosh, I really need to get on this and do it again. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to make this meal. I may not do my dinner tonight either. That's not really what this one's about. This video's about. So I'm making it a little bit different, but yeah, I would say find a staple meal that you can make ahead when you are having these funks, that's healthy, that's low point, that can get you back on track. You know, like your chicken and broccoli, season it however you want, you know, like season it in a way that isn't gonna destroy your points, or add the cheese, or do whatever, just something that makes it like a point or two so that you can kind of get through. And then you have no guilt meals, just like ready for you. So yeah, really, if you do it every third day, you know, they can stay in the fridge for 3 days. If you do it every third day, that'll help. So for me, I'm already down below what that weight is. You know, from 2 weeks ago, I'm finally getting back on track. And I think that this is, you know, kind of my, what's aiding in that is getting back to basics and remembering that I'm only human. So I'm going to stick with that. And then I'm also walking. So I'm going to shoot a little bit of that too, so you guys can kind of see. Sorry if my house is a mess in advance. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not, but and I do have a big main floor, like, or what I consider big. Anyway, for other people, maybe it's not considered big. But I have kind of a larger main floor. I think the main floor is about 1,000 square. Well, no. Hang on. Our house is like 4,000 square feet and it's 3 floors. So whatever, 3 divided, 1,200 square feet, let's say, on just our main floor. Now, I've lived in apartments that were 300 square feet. So to me, this is really big. So I go through my house, and usually quite a bit faster, but I don't want to make anyone dizzy. So I walk through my house like I'm going for a walk. In Minnesota, you can't always, you know, the weather is really variable. And I don't know if it's that way where you are or whatever. But for me, I have a treadmill down in our lower level, and that is super helpful. But like for me, if I can just walk, you know, around my house in kind of a fast zone, or get the stairs, I'll go upstairs and get my heart pumping a little bit and do like 1 or 2 trips up the stairs and back down. And this is all like while I'm working. I have this thing too, which is like, it's like a flexible cord. I use it a lot of times for my videos, but you can put it around your neck too. So like if you're working or like on FaceTime with someone, or you need to be reading something for work or whatever, and you want to put that around your neck. Now, I'm like a chronic multitasker. So you will find me usually doing a minimum of 2 things at once, right? So with that, it always ends up being that I, have to be on, as I've said earlier, I'm in school as well, getting working towards an advanced nursing degree. And so I have school that I have to listen to or read lectures. And then I also have to have my work phone on me because my work could be calling at any time. And then I have to, whatever, lots of things. We all have many things that we need to get done. So if I have something where, right now, it's my plan to try and make sure that these videos people are finding them helpful. Not everyone, but some people are. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm having a little bit of content so the people who are finding them helpful can view it. And the people who aren't, please unsubscribe. You don't follow me. If something that I'm doing is bugging you or not your jam, please don't subscribe. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not for everyone. But if it is something that has been helpful, I'm trying to have this content out, trying to keep dinner on the table for my family, trying to, keep my job going, trying to keep school, trying to keep good grades in school. We all have a lot of things going on, I think, in general. So, I think just if you can incorporate something that you have to do with your fitness, that's your best way, guys. Or to me it is. I wear my watch. I have my workout stretch so that's going. Count my steps, because my goal after falling off the wagon, I went from doing 8 to 14,000 steps a day to I hurt my back. And so I was not doing I was doing 2,000 steps a day. So trying to get my steps in while I'm also trying to do 3 other things that I know I need to do. I mean, right now, doing the content, doing the walk, got my lunch going over there still. So I'm I have all the things, but if you're good at multitasking, get your walk in your house if you can. Step in place. I also do this. I'm if I'm having a thing or if I'm in a hotel room and I'm on the road or whatever, stepping in place can get your heart rate up. If it's not, step faster and faster, while you're watching This Is Us or whatever it is that you watch. But anyway, so the long and the short of it for today's video, I know it's kind of been all over the place, is get back to basics. If you're struggling like I was struggling, try and bring yourself back to basics where that, make the meals ahead, put them in the fridge, meals that are good choices. Try and, if you need to call your sister and catch up with her or whatever, call your sister and go for your walk. Let her know, I'm winded, not because I'm completely out of shape, even if you are like I am, but because I'm trying to get my steps in. And then, talk, catch up, listen to what she's doing. And you'd be so surprised at how fast an hour can go when you're doing something that you want to do mixed with something you don't necessarily want to do. So, anyway, so that's my tip for today. I know that there's a term for that too, where you mix something you want to do. And I did see it on the WW app too, but anyway, so, I hope everyone's having a great day. Sorry, the video's a little different this week, but hopefully you found benefit in it. I hope everyone's doing well. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I know I had some questions about my attire last time. Necklace is Halsberg. This is from Amazon for $20. My glasses are from one of those online vision stores. Zenny Optical. Hair tie. I don't know, Claire's something online maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day and stay well, stay motivated. If you're finding a day where you're not motivated, send me a message. I'll try and do my best to key up again. All right. Thanks. Have a great day. Okay, guys. So I wanted to kind of show you also the chicken, which I said goodbye in my last video and then realized I didn't even get to the best part. So with the chicken, here is what I use. I use something different every time. So if I want to like go one more point deep or whatever, I can do that too. But I really like this Montreal steak seasoning. So this one is called is from McCormick Grill Mates, and it's got just a lot of stuff in it. I don't know what, but I am not like when I see chicken seasoning or steak seasoning or whatever, I use this on potatoes too. It's got 0, and so I'll just show you. I've kind of got my chicken going, and I'm just gonna kind of got to use the bigger side, I think, for these, but anyway. So I just kind of put however much I like. So some people like more seasoning and some people don't. It just is preference. So I put probably maybe almost a teaspoon, like half of that portion on one side and half of the other portion on the other side, mixed between 2 breasts, and those 2 huge breasts would be like 4 meals. So maybe even more, because I counted out to be like 85 to 100 grams per meal that I do, which is like 3 to 4 ounces. Anyway, so that's how I do the chicken, and then I will show a photo as well. Okay, so my chicken is about ready, so I can show you that. So it just has that seasoning on it that I told you about. My broccoli is just waiting for a home. I like putting them in these little containers here. They're just made by Rubbermaid, I think. And then they come with tops. So so usually my family knows, like, those are containers I bought specifically for, you know, pre-pointed meals. My family usually doesn't eat them anyway. Like my husband does, because he does Weight Watchers with me. But, and then I will show a photo of that in the end. And then also, what is a meal without dessert? So these, in Minnesota, we have cherry season. I don't know if that's true for across the U.S., but we have cherries are now available. So I used to hate the thought of them having pits, and now I've just gotten used to having them with the pits. They're really good. If you haven't tried them in a while, or since you were a kid or whatever, try them again. Now I'm like obsessed with cherries. So like, and I know that there's something where like you have to be careful eating too many because of, well, this, that, the same with anything else. So I am not super worried about it, but yeah, so like one of my nighttime treats right now, well, during cherry season, is going to be cherries. I do about a cup's worth, which I think is like 60 calories worth anyway. So again, Weight Watchers, you don't have to do calories. I am only doing it to get myself back on track. So I actually do the iTrack bites during these times. I do both just because I can see calories on iTrack bites as well. So anyway, they're very similar. So if I have a lot of people who watch me who are iTrack bites people too. Anyway, the points are almost identical to Blue on their Better Balance program. Anyway, but you get to see calories, which can be disturbing when I'm not like super trying to track. And when I am really trying to be focused, it can be really helpful. So anyway, yeah, so that's it. And now I'll show the picture of the finished chicken and broccoli little pre-portioned meals as well. All right, thanks guys. Bye.